Hey, welcome back to another episode of How Do I Eat? How does your trainer eat? Today, we actually have a meal that you can either cook for like one dedicated meal, such as your dinner, or what I'm doing right now, cooking it, and then I'm going to use it for several meals throughout the week. So a little bit of food prep. And what we're doing is we're cooking meatballs. Who doesn't love a good meatball? Honestly, it's a little portable, protein-packed, convenient, easy, super delicious way to make sure you stay full and you're giving your body what it needs depending on what exactly you put in your meatball. So, what do I put in my meatball? That's a fantastic question. I personally prefer ground turkey. It has nothing to do with health or, turkey versus ground beef. I just prefer the way turkey meatballs taste based on everything that I put in it. So I'll start with some ground turkey, and I personally like to jam-pack my meatballs with as much good for you shit as possible. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'll take baby spinach and I will chop it and dice it until it's really fine, and then I'll put that in a big bowl, which I don't have here, but just imagine a big bowl. Put in the ground turkey, the diced spinach. I'll also take some broccoli. I'll chop the stems off and I'll kind of dice up the floret, I guess you call it, at the top. So that also becomes very finely chopped. I'll mix that in with the spinach. I'll also take an onion, I'll dice that up nice and fine. I will mix that in with everything else. The Brussels sprouts and green beans here are not for my meatballs, they're just for roasting later, but I'll roast them, so more of a peek into how I do things. And then from there, salt, pepper, Italian seasoning, Worcestershire sauce, a couple crushed red pepper flakes. Now you may be asking yourself, hey Chris, how much of each do you put in, when you make your meatballs? And the answer is, I have no idea, because I never measure it. So I'll do that a few times with the Italian seasoning. I will crank these guys until I get a decent amount in there. I'll give a couple splashes, dashes of Worcestershire sauce, and then same thing with the pepper flakes. I have no idea how much of each I put in, so I sincerely apologize. It's just kind of like a go, as you make type of thing. Now, sometimes I will put in a little shredded cheese as well to give a little bit of extra fat and flavor to my meatballs. I prefer cheddar. You can put in whatever the hell you want, and you can also mix in any other vegetables that you want to make sure you're getting. All right, so I actually got a phone call right in the middle of this video, and I don't know where I left off, so I'm just going to I think I was talking about like stuff that you can put in there. Yeah, I've put carrots in the meatballs before, which sounds kind of weird, and peppers, like you name it, any sort of fibrous, colorful vegetable, I've chopped up finally and put in my meatballs, and it's a real easy, quick way to get your servings of vegetables in this little portable, easy, convenient, protein-packed meal, and you just pop 2 or 3 of them on your plate at a time, and you've got a solid meal. So I'll show you what they look like when I'm done actually cooking. So as you can see, the finished product, the meatballs are fresh out of the oven. I basically put these in at 350 degrees for about 25 or so minutes. Now I know what you might be thinking, Chris, goddamn, those are big meatballs, and yeah, they are. You know why? Because I'm a man, and I need a little bit more. Plus, they're just easier to make that way. It's so very time-consuming to make like 50 regular-sized meatballs, but you can make them whatever size you want. So this is what they look like with the spinach, broccoli, onions, and all the seasonings in there, and this will last me a few days. You simply just put them on a plate, put them in the microwave, or you can put them in a toaster oven, whatever you want, and it's good to go. So there you have it.